Hello, it's Lynda Cromar coming to you from Colorado and my team in Power Lead System. Um, when you are building a team, it's very important that you actually have some consistent things that you do on a daily basis. One of them is blogging. You know, it's not so much important what you blog, it's how often you blog. If you don't do it often, you can count on people kind of getting tired of what you're doing, and obviously you don't either want to be just doing things that are about your business constantly. So, for instance, today I just put up an inspirational post on the blog. This, as you can see, just happened a few minutes ago. So now it is in here. The second step is that I went and I emailed these two people. So I'm going to show you what I emailed so that you can make sure and do this. Every morning I go to view and edit under email and voice. Whoops, we have to go back because I wasn't actually in there. So let's go back to the actual website where our Power Lead System is. So we're going to go to emails, and then we're going to go first to view and edit. I'm not going to edit again, but I'm going to show you what I did so that you can see that this email has already gone out. So I have an email called Broadcast Daily One Message. Now the reason why it says one message is because this is my broadcast. I'm not going to send this, a whole series of emails. I'm going to change this daily. So I went to this email. I'm in view and edit. And so in here, I can actually change it every day. I'm going to change the title up here so that it says something different. And I'm going to change the message inside the email. It doesn't have to be long. As you can see, it's not very long. I'm talking about what the post I just did is about. And then I give them a link to go to the post. And then I also let them know about the last training we had. And there's no space here, but it seems like it's not a problem. It's still going to be clickable. But the main thing is that I want them to actually look at the Hangout. I want them to look at the Thursday training. I want to continually drip on them. I'm sure you've heard that before. Dripping on them is important. So this is to the existing leads I have in my back office of My Lead System Pro. I used to have My Lead System Pro, of Power Lead System. I actually left My Lead System Pro. The reason why was because it's quite a bit more expensive for less services. And so one of the major things that is so cool about is that you can actually, you don't have to have Aweber if you're, on a tight budget. You don't have to have Get Response. You can actually be sharing your email messages inside of Power Lead System on a daily basis. Once you've completed this, you save it. I don't have any changes to it, so it didn't have anything to save. So the next step I always go to, after I've already created that blog post and I put it in that new email, which is actually the same thing as this one, this time I'm going to go back up and I'm going to go email and then send campaign. Now I've already done this again, but I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm going to come back down here to this Broadcast Daily. You can name it anything you want, but it's easy to find if you give it a name that you can remember and find easily. I suggested something that stays at the top, fairly close to the top. So of course it's a broadcast, but this is not the name of the email because I changed it, remember? Then I'm going to select everyone in my list because this is a generic message. And then I'm going to come down here to choose. And then I'm going to come down here, and this list is growing every day. So you do have to click this, and then you click this, and that's all there is to it to send an email inside of Power Lead System. I find this pretty simple for even a brand new person. And then this goes out and it will actually send you, and it also says everybody has to be verified. In other words, you cannot add people to this list and then send them emails. They have to opt in. That's the very best way for them to be on your list. So that's simply all you do, is just go through the process. First you go over to view and edit, and then if you haven't already, you can create a new campaign right here. But in my case, I did create a campaign. And like I said, make it something that's easy to find, not in the bottom. Give it a name that gives it an ability for you to find it quick. Because if you're like me, you've got a lot of email campaigns in here. First you edit this one. And then after you've edited that one and saved it, then you go to send campaigns. And you get the same email that you just edited, which is this one. And make sure you select everyone on your list. I am expecting my list to grow to a couple of thousand real quickly because of what I'm doing. Because this is going out to the existing list, but I can even share it. In fact, I put the same exact message in my AWebers, and then you just send. It's pretty simple to do, and anybody, no matter how new you are, can do this. This is one of the key pieces that a lot of people forget. It's great to do the blog post. It's great to send information onto your Facebook or onto your Twitter, but if you're not contacting your email, your contacts that have become part of your contacts daily, and there's some ready-made emails in there you can send as well. For instance, you can go over here. I'm not going to do this today, but you can go over here to here, and there is, look for things that are one message, because that way you can use it like it's a broadcast and it'll send it out immediately. When you send one that is many messages, that's harder. For instance, we have one here that you can send that talks about the free lead system. There's 2 of those that you can send. There's one about the Hangouts, the latest one there. They haven't as yet put one in here for the Thursday night, but hopefully they will soon. If not, you can create your own. You are really in the driver's seat when it comes to doing this. You can create any and all of the campaigns that you want. You simply have to just go ahead and get in the habit of sending something. Make sure that it's not just all the time sending them, here's my business, because people will opt out if you do that. You want people to say yes to you, but sometimes it takes many contacts before they say yes. So I'm going to be sending. I didn't do this as well as I should have at the beginning, but this was one of my plans for building this even more for this year, that I am going to be doing this on an everyday basis. I might even come up with something to send on a Sunday message. I might even create some messages that go in here. And if it says broadcast at the beginning, it will all pile up in this same area. And what's good about that is you can have something built in here that you can just put out whenever you are not able to do it. And of course it has other things like birthday messages and stuff like that. But I mean, you don't know who has a birthday and who doesn't. So that probably isn't that helpful. There is also some other things in here like these reports. Depending on what you have actually done as far as your own stuff or whatever share codes you've put in here in the past, it depends on what's going to be here. But broadcast and then putting something in front of it, after it, helps you to put it in one place. In fact, I might even edit some of mine to put them in this place instead of it being autoresponders, because it's a very important habit. And you know, when they can tell that you just wrote it, they're going to be more likely to open it than if it's one that looks very obvious that it is an autoresponder message. So that's my training for today. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.